what would you prefer to do for money? When you start learning how to make money on your own terms, you become very aware of your energy. People who make the most money in this game of doing what you love for money are the people who have the most energy. And not only do they have the most energy, they have the ability to wield their energy. Hi guys, it's Nija. Welcome back to my channel. I help awakened women create their dream life through manifestation and mindset. Today we're going to chat about making money on your own terms. This video is especially important for awakened women who are ready to stop doing jobs that they hate for money and start doing what they love for money. So when I went on this journey of starting to make money doing what I loved, I felt a lot of guilt. It's a lot of guilt that is projected onto you from other people. Maybe it's your friends or family members, people that you live with, etc. When you start talking about, oh, I'm gonna start making money doing what I love, oh, I'm gonna quit this toxic job, I'm gonna quit this toxic work environment, and I'm gonna actually start pursuing what I love for money. There is a lot of fear when it comes to that topic, because for so long so many people have been doing things that they hate for money. Therefore they don't believe that it's possible for themselves to make money doing what they love, let alone possible for you to make money doing what you love. So when I decided, okay, I'm going to start taking my dreams seriously, I don't want to work for whoever anymore, I want to work for myself, I used to get a lot of backhanded comments from well-meaning people in my life who either hated their own job and wanted me to, you know, stick to traditional work because, I don't know, it probably validated them and what they were doing in their own world, right? Like, how dare you make money doing what you love and I still have to punch into this job that I absolutely hate and that makes me miserable. So you can see why there could be a little bit of jealousy or like backhanded comments when you tell people that you're going to start pursuing your dreams, which is why it's really important who you tell your goals and your dreams and your aspirations to. I wouldn't just, you know, go around telling people I'm gonna start making money doing what I love, I'm gonna quit my job and blah 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 blah. People aren't gonna be excited for you. Why? Because they're stuck in their own toxic work environment and they have their own limiting beliefs about how they're allowed to make money and how they're supposed to be making money. And if you say that you're going to quit your job and start pursuing your dreams, they're going to project their limiting beliefs onto you because they haven't quite made it to that point internally where they're deciding that they're going to, I don't know, be the intentional creator of their reality and do what they love for money. So you have to be aware of that is something that might come up. Something else that I faced when I decided I was going to start making money doing what I loved was feeling guilty that I wasn't working the way the traditional 9-to-5 people worked, okay? So you know how in traditional 9-to-5 life, you wake up maybe at like 8 a.m., 7 a.m., you brush your teeth, do all the things, get ready for your job, and you're typically in the office by 9 a.m. or you're typically starting to work by 9 a.m. or a lot of people are in their car on the commute to their job around 9:30, right? To start working at about 10. When I decided I was going to start making money doing what I loved, every day didn't look like wake up and get straight to work. Like some days I would wake up and I just wouldn't be feeling inspired yet to start creating. And for me, my work is creation based, meaning that my content creations creation based, me doing photo shoots and all the creative things that I do, it's creation based. And so you'll notice that sometimes you really desire to feel inspired to get the most out of your work. But when you're working a traditional 9-to-5, it doesn't matter if you feel inspired or not, you still have to show up. It doesn't matter if you want to or not, you still have to show up. It doesn't matter if you're feeling good or not. When it's time to clock in, it's time to clock in. And so that's the difference. I noticed that I used to feel guilty. Sometimes I'd wake up in the morning and my intuition would say, we should just go on a to walk first thing, or we should just, you know, like watch this YouTube video first thing. We should, I don't know, read tarot first thing instead of jumping straight into work, instead of jumping straight into reading emails, instead of jumping straight into whatever it is that your business might require of you. And so that was something that I had to deal with, realizing that we have been indoctrinated to think that we're supposed to wake up and go straight into work. Now, of course, when you become a high achieving business person, a lot of people do wake up at like, I don't know, 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 4 a.m. sometimes to start working on their business. But once you have this paradigm shift that inspired working on your own terms. This doesn't mean that you're like so far in your feminine energy that there's no structure ever and you never get your work done. But I had to realize the way that I work is different. So if I wake up and I look at my to-do list and I have these things on my to-do list and I don't quite feel like I'm ready to get into it for like right then and there, I give myself the grace to say, okay, I understand myself, I understand how I work, I understand my creation process. The better I make myself feel, the more inspired I'm going to be to want to do the work and even do the work like 10 times better. And so that's a big shift that you make when you start getting into your creative work. It's not just, oh, it's 9 a.m. so we need to get to work. Sometimes it is a little bit of, you know, using your intuition to be like, do I feel like getting into this right now? Because let me tell you what happens when you follow your intuition. Your intuition might say, don't start work, you know, straight away today. Like, let's go on a little creative walk. And you go on your walk, and then your intuition is like, well, wouldn't it be nice to stop at this store and do X, Y, and Z, right? So you're following your intuition, allowing the day to unfold. You're experiencing things in the day that is giving you, I don't know, insight, inspiration, motivation that you can then take into your creative task, and then the task ends up being 10 times better because you followed your flow, your intuition, and then you completed the task rather than just being a tyrant to yourself and saying, no, you're going to sit down and do it right now. So again, you have to have a level of discipline, but also you have to have a level of feminine flow to understand yourself and understand how you work, so that you can get your work done, but in a way that feels aligned to you. So something else I wanted to talk about is making money on your own terms is about, you know, deciding what would you prefer to do for money. This very much so is stepping into your feminine energy of, wouldn't it be nice to do X, Y, and Z, right? Wouldn't it be nice to, I don't know, create portraits and sell my portraits for a living? Wouldn't it be nice to wake up and make a YouTube video today? Wouldn't it be nice to whatever? So when you are making money on your own terms, you're following your intuition and you're following the natural flow of, you know, how you feel, and you're following the natural flow of what feels good to you. You're listening to your instincts, you're listening to your internal urge, and you're making decisions based on that. You're letting spirit guide you, you're letting God guide you. You know, when I'm like doing my creative work, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay, God, how do you want me to offer value today? What would be the highest thing for me to do today? And then I'm allowing my intuition to lead me and to tell me what type of tasks I need to get into for the day. Like, for example, this morning I'm having a conversation. I'm like, okay, angels, guides, and helpers, how can I provide the most value today? What would you like me to do today? And my intuition says, Nija, we think that you should work on your email list. We think you should work on your email sequence. We think you should work on learning how to write better emails. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'll do that. I'll work on that today. So you can see how when you decide to start making money doing what you love, you have to be tuned in and tapped into your intuition, because you're now in a collaboration with God, with the divine, when it comes to how you make money. Meaning that instead of just relying on, you know, some company or some business to tell you what to do to get paid, now you're listening to your heart, you're listening to your intuition, and you're also listening to your angels, guides, and helpers, and allowing them to give you, I don't know, divine guidance, downloads, or insight as to what you should do today. Another shift is when you go into business for yourself, when you become an entrepreneur, when you become a business owner, you have to be willing to let money flow to you. You cannot freak out when you didn't make a sale that day. You can't freak out when, you can't freak out when you don't see the money that you are initiating or that you are trying to go after. You can't freak out. The reason why so many of us have been brainwashed to be on the bi-weekly paycheck system, and now when we don't get a paycheck we're like freaking out, like, oh my god, where's my money coming from? This was a big mistake. This is the life of an entrepreneur. You have to be able to be emotionally regulated, because if you're not emotionally regulated, you are going to mess up the flow of how money gets to come to you. When you step into entrepreneurship, when you step into making money for yourself, when you step into making money on your own terms, you have to realize it is very much so an energetic game, okay? It's no longer just, oh, I'm here, I showed up, I'm on the clock, so you have to pay me because I'm on the clock. No, it becomes a game about your energy. How are you wielding your energy? Do you have the energy to create today? Do you have the energy to offer value today? Do you have the energy to show up today? Okay? When you go into business for yourself, when you become an entrepreneur, you are exchanging energy for energy. You're exchanging value for value, meaning you're exchanging your energy, your life force energy, and how you show up, and whatever way you show up and offering value, in whatever way that you offer value, you're exchanging that for the money in people's pockets. So if you're not showing up, and if you're not offering value, and if you're not shining your light, no one's going to give you value, aka money, because you're not doing anything that is benefiting them or helping them. So this is a big mindset shift that you have to make when you go into business for yourself. The way that you work is different, right? Your energy is different. Now we're wielding energy to make sales. Now we're showing up to make sales instead of just being like, oh, I'm on the clock, I'm gonna get paid. I don't have to do anything special. I'm on the clock, I'm gonna get paid. All I have to do is show up to my job and I'm gonna get paid. That's a different type of energy than I need to wield my energy to make sales. I need to show up and shine my light to make sales. Those are two different energies, right? And so when you start learning how to make money on your own terms, you become very aware of your energy. You become very aware of how you feel. You become very aware of when you wake up and you're like, do I feel like creating content today? Do I feel like posting this video today? Do I feel like writing my email list today? Do I feel like X, Y, and Z? And you will realize the people who make the most money in this game of doing what you love for money are the people who have the most energy. And not only do they have the most energy, they have the ability to wield their energy, meaning that they don't just waste their life force energy. They know that I have a finite amount of energy for the day before I get tapped out, so what can I do with this energy to create my dream life? That's the difference. People who work 9-to-5 jobs typically are allowing life to, happen to them. They're letting life tell them what to do and what to expect and what they want out of life. And people who make money doing what they love, people who decide that they're going to become intentional creators of their reality and create their own reality, we have to become very aware of our energy, because utilizing and wielding our energy is how we make money. Mindset shifts. So these are just some ideas and some things. Did we have a point to this topic? I don't know, but these are just some things that I noticed when I started deciding I was going to make money doing what I love. There were a bunch of shifts that started happening. If you guys want to start making money doing whatever you love, I have an ebook. It's called Drip. It stands for Dream Revenue is Possible, and I teach you how to make money doing whatever it is you love. I paid multiple coaches hundreds of dollars to learn exactly what I'm going to teach you in the book, so you can start making money doing whatever you love. If that sounds good to you, you should check out my ebook. The link is down below. below, or you can go to nijasym.com/drip, and I would love to help you out. I really hope that this, you know, conversation is helpful for those of you guys who are going to take the plunge and start making money doing what you love. I think it's important to know, you know, just what you can expect and what kind of things come up when you decide that you're going to be an intentional creator of your reality and start making money doing whatever you love. So my name is Nija Sym. I help awaken women create their dream life through manifestation and mindset. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.